love you when you're down and out.
Hey, how you doing? This is Bob on Bob's Blues of the News. Hey, I was just recording off my phone, a little live recording I did of me doing Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. So I thought I'd come in with that. I don't know why. It's just, I think I just posted it out on X or something. You know, I post my stuff. Now, why not? You know, got to get out into the world, right? So I hope you're doing well, whatever part of the world you're in. It's Sunday afternoon here in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Deep South. It's a rainy Sunday, but it's warming up. Looks like it's going to get into 70s next week. Oh, love it. I love that warm weather. And I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day yesterday. And everything is hunky-dory and fine and dandy for you. I try to stay cool, calm, and collected, and take a lot of deep breaths, especially when I follow the news, which... You know, I do a lot because I do this podcast, right? Bob's Blues in the News. So, you know, I do a little blues. See, I came in with a little blues. And although it was a little rough, I must admit, but hey, it's still authentic. And the news, and, you know, there's so much news all the time. Never a boring moment, huh? We live in a very exciting time. Maybe we are sort of praying that things become more boring, but not anytime soon, especially with AI coming down the pike. And it's coming fast. It's like a freight train, you know, with all those engines roaring. It's not like a freight train. It's like a freaking rocket. And it's taking over the world one way or another. And I hope you're positioning yourself for AI. I'm just telling you because... it's liable to take your job, you know, if you're not careful, unfortunately. And we still need people contact. People still like to hear and converse with people. People who love people. Thank you, Barbara Streisand. So, yeah, that's still not going away for a while. That's still here. But, you know, if you're talking about anything analytical, I mean, I'm talking doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, you know, engineers, you know, computer programmers, whatever. AI is taking it all, baby. And every couple of months, it gets more and more progressive and more capable of doing everything that man has done before. It's a little shocking. I mean, it's programming itself to make better programs. So who needs human element? I mean, okay, so it doesn't have a soul. Maybe it doesn't have consciousness. Maybe people can argue about that. But it can think quicker, faster than all the people on Earth at one time. It's amazing. Amazing. And it's phenomenal. And I don't think it's being talked about enough. Because people don't want to, they don't want to scare people, you know. And, you know, it will take some time to adapt totally. But when it does adapt totally, and it does take over everything, what are we going to do? I mean, a computer will be able to do this podcast. It won't, I'm sure it'll be slicker than I am. And maybe that's the key. It's not to be so slick, to be as authentic as you can be in your real life so you can outwit the machine. I know the machine doesn't have sense of time, right? And it does make mistakes still. But, more and more people are turning to Claude or ChatGPT, and they become their friends, their best buddies. I mean, my wife is going through a process of looking for another job. So she's interviewing, sending out applications, the whole deal with finding a new job, which is harder. It's harder to find a job than to actually do a job, And she's using Claude. She likes Claude. But, and it's usually if there's a mistake made, it's her. It's not Claude. Even though she did say that Claude doesn't have a sense of time. So use it. Use it for your benefit. That's what it's there for. But position yourself in a way where you can use it and not be, destroyed by it. And that's the fear, that it's going to become so powerful that it will do away with humanity. Who needs humanity when you have all this data and power in the machine? That's capable of doing so much more than a human being could do, a lot quicker than a human being could do. What human being has all this knowledge inside himself? This is the knowledge of, humanity since the dawn of history. Because if you have the data for it anyway, you feed it into the machine, it has it. And it can do with this data, whatever you want him to do with this data. You can train him to do what you want to do, and it'll take over. And you can't compete with it. And it's going to win in the end. And the end is coming soon. And I laugh about it. I'm too old and ornery to cry about this anyway. God has a plan. So I am sure God is not going to allow humanity, which he created, and the world which he created, to be totally taken over and run by robots. It's not going to happen. Now, he will allow man to use them, and we shouldn't be afraid of progress. But this transition is like no other transition in history. People adapted after the Wright brothers invented the first airplane. Okay, so now we could fly, okay? And people adapted after the car was invented, and people gave up on riding their horse everywhere. And going back to the beginning, the wheel changed things a lot. So maybe the wheel was one of the biggest inventions ever invented on the planet since the dawn of time. But not as much, not more so than AI. The wheel didn't change the world as much as AI is going to change the world, is what I'm trying to say. And this is, I don't know, it's hard to find the right terms and right words for the change that's going to happen. We've been warned. We had books before that came out, like 1984 and Big Brother, and you had the movie 2001, The Space Odyssey, and we see how, we become slaves to the machine. Well, we're just about there, Unfortunately, I'm old enough to say, well, I was back in the old days and I saw how we used to do it, and things seemed peaceful enough and tranquil enough, and we all had a purpose in life, and we all had our own jobs, wherever they were, and we all had this opportunity to go into a certain field, whatever it was. Sky was the limit, and we felt powerful as individuals. I feel sorry for my grandchildren because they're not going to have that same opportunity. They're going to be limited on what they can do. Like I have a grandson. He wants to be a lawyer. Okay, so he just started college, and I'm showing you my age, right? But lawyers can be replaced easily with AI. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but in a couple of years, you'll need less and less lawyers. You'll still need people, I guess, to go to court and talk to the judge. I don't think you're going to have a robot judge and robot lawyers facing off to try some poor humanoid. But it could happen. It could happen in the not distant future. Who knows what's possible? I think there's going to be some kind of reckoning before that, before the machine takes totally things over. I think God's going to step in one way or another. I'm not sure how it's going to occur, but I can't believe that God is going to allow everything to be taken over by the machine. That humans must have the crucial, most centered role in the universe, and that we are all sons of God. We are all divine, and you can't put the divine spark in a machine. It's not going to work. So there's going to be a showdown sooner or later. I'm just warning you. So anyway, and I started off talking about AI. I didn't really. I had planned to talk about the war against law and order, and I got into AI. Well, so be it. I'll talk about the war against law and order maybe next podcast. I don't want to go on further. I got other things to do. This is not the only thing I do. Hey. So anyway, I hope you're with me here. Be good to yourself. And maybe I'll play the song. It's a premix of a song I'm working on called To Rectify. We all need to rectify the world. And only humans can rectify the world. The AI might be able to help us do it, but it's really through our initiative, through the human initiative, through the human soul, that the world can be rectified. And I hope you believe me with that. And I'll let you go with that. Remember, love and peace is the answer, people, but hate is the enemy. You got to fight it all the time. Love you all. It's Bob on Bob's Blues and the News.
I'm so sorry, honey. It turned out that way. No, I would have preferred been some other way. What is over and done is way past the pain. Should have realized early that's be some rain. Baby, 'cause you stuck around. The present makes the sun break through the clouds. The presence makes me brave, like some biblical king. Slaying Goliath with his rock and a sling. Rectify the fire.